Okay, so let me be clear. I am positive on this episode, but I'm going to do some early whining to get it out of the way. It's minor spoilers, so I'm not going to give everything away, but there were just so many moments here. I'm like, really? Now, some of them paid off, some of them were really juicy, and I did like them. Listen, I do like these characters. That's why I'm a little bit angry here and there. So, can't give too many details, but all right. Three major ones. Sinister. What they did with him, I did not like. Like one confrontation moment, I'm like, that is it. That's all you're gonna do with him. I really felt angry because the voice actor was amazing. I know they're gonna do more with Sinister, but that was very disappointing. And then Jean Grey. Oh yeah, Phoenix. Out of nowhere, is like, what? I'm Phoenix. Right. Plot contrivance there. All right, but okay, fine. But that was a little cheap in my eyes. And I like Jean Grey. I like the Phoenix story. I don't have an issue with it. But come on, really? Just out of nowhere? Oh, Phoenix again? Oh, really? And then, of course, Cable. And for the most part, they've done good stuff with Cable. But out of nowhere, he just gets really weak. They just rip off his arm and just like, oh, I can't do anything anymore. He's Cable. He's Cable. Ripping off his arm ain't gonna slow him down. So yeah, that was a little silly. Oh, I'm just gonna take a break in the cafe. So yeah, there were just some jaw dropping moments. Like, really? That's it? That's it? Really? Really? And then Bastion becomes like super dark angel man out of nowhere. Like, okay, but listen, I did like most of what they did in the episode. I think for the most part it was cohesive and fairly well planned out. They've had this thing of doing two stories. Here they had three stories, but I do think they did the right thing with the Magneto story. They didn't pay too much attention there. It's critical where it needs to be, so that was good. And the other two stories with Cyclops and that team, and I guess you want to call it the Earth team down below, that was for the most part well structured. I just think Bastion is just not a strong character, so him being the antagonistic force was kind of weak and lame. And yes, I know they pulled a major twist at the end, and I'm still like, I barely buy it. I'm like, really? This episode had some of my favorite characters. It had a lot of great cameos, a lot of great characters that showed up and did their thing. Took a little bow, so that was nice, but yeah, I just felt the core was kind of soggy in terms of storytelling. I'd have to say the conclusion of season one of the 1990s version was a lot stronger. This one just felt kind of just a lot of chocolate pudding. I guess most people will love it, but I'm like, really, it's just there ain't much there. But that said, they did set up quite a few interesting stories they could go in, and they definitely did not go where I expected. So I was going to do a theory video saying, oh, they're definitely going to do this. Yeah, okay, so it was points for being creative, although I think it's kind of silly, but okay. It landed, for the most part, in the right place. I'm going to give this an 8.5. I do recommend seeing it, but there are going to be moments where you're going to be scratching your head or being like, really? Really? We're going to do that now? Yeah, so a little frustrating, but still a great episode.